Later you will see. All right, welcome back to the show, folks. That's right, you got the American Adversaries Drive Time Primetime Show coming to you once again tonight from the Mercury Free Broadcasting Studio Complex. Please don't forget, for the very best in Mercury Free dental care, call my dentist, Dr. James E. Hardy, at 407-678-3399. I am Christopher Hart. In the studio with me tonight is Mike McBath, along with David Levitt, both fresh off the spaghetti eating challenge last night. Two judges. Mike, you did a great job doing the play-by-play.
Well, we had a lot of fun, but as you know, Chris and Dave knows, there was some major upsets in this.
Boy.
The guy that I would figure would be the front runner was Big Reggie Branch, 265, 6'1",
Super Bowl champion.
Yeah, this guy calls me up 12 in the afternoon before the big event at 6:30, because we knew that was kickoff time, right?
Yep.
Calls me up, I said, "What are you doing, Reggie?" He goes, "I'm lifting weights, I'm doing cardio." I said, "Man, you're my idol. You're going in there to really clean this place out." And it's a case that, he gets there, right? And I'm assuming Reggie's going to win this thing. This is going to be no problem at all. Well, he sits down. Chris, you're out there. You set the rules, whistle blows, and Reggie's off. But I noticed he was stumbling on the first plate, right? And then this little girl, Wendy, sitting right beside him, and she's keeping pace with him. I'm thinking, did I bet on this loser? And then what happens, we have a whole table, I think it was 9 or 10, right? And then
at the end of it.
Right.
I think
and then what happens, we had UCF Dave, this young man.
Torn up.
Chris, I know, and he ended up with 7 plates. Reggie bows out, I think, 2.5, 3 plates.
Yeah.
Wendy comes in 2 plates. I think Rachel... She's a very good radio commentator, but she has to work on her eating.
It was the utensil.
I know, her fork
which wasn't much bigger than a toothpick.
I think she had three noodles.
Right, I was going to say, I think she stranded 3 noodles. But what concerned me is when
she looked good doing it, though.
I just thought when she ordered a bottle of wine, that wasn't really part of the contest, And then what I really liked was Chris's friend. He moves in at the end. Yeah, he moves in at the end of the table, and Chris didn't tell me he was in the contest. And I'm thinking, I think this guy just stopped by and said, "Man, this is great. There's free food, all you can eat." And, but as the contest continued, the emotions went higher and higher. The enthusiasm was at a peak. And UCF Dave, you got to admit, because he was strong. And then, our Dave Ogletree, who came in second.
Wounded Officers Initiative.
Yeah, he did a great job, and I was always leery of him. I thought maybe he could take Reggie out.
I thought he might have.
He was the quickest out of the gate, I think.
But after observing the contest, now I believe Rachel could take Reggie out. But it was a great event, and everybody there was, certainly part of the American Adversaries, part of the enthusiasm for the channel. The sponsors were there. David was out there pointing out.
David was there, and of course he provided a $200 gift certificate as part of the winning package.
And I loved being the judge. It was
he was one of the judges. That's right.
David, we were looking under the table. We were making sure anybody throwing stuff in the shirt.
I was really concerned there for a little while. I didn't bring this up last night, but there could have been 2. You never know when there's people like...
Big money on the line.
A team working.
Right,
exactly. So we could split it.
Let's slip a little plate here, a little plate there.
Yeah.
But
None of that happened.
Nope, it was all up and up. Compliment Cafe Positano for keeping the spaghetti coming. And
every time, I was amazed because we said 6:30, and at 6:30 the race began. The spaghetti was set there, and the meatballs were out, and everybody rolled. But I'm afraid we don't have anybody who's going to win Nathan's. I was hoping we could maybe get somebody promoted into the big one.
But it was a whole
other contest coming up, I think.
Grant was out there playing his banjo.
I was going to say, Grant Malloy playing that banjo behind the contestants while they were eating was perfect. It really was.
I got inspired. I felt like grabbing some spaghetti.
I'm telling you what, I couldn't stand still. I was having a great time. And James Hall, folks, if you like jazz music, James Hall on his trumpet, I'd tell you, you can't find better than James Hall. And I noticed a lot of people were going over to him and complimenting him during the night, and no wonder. It was just great music, and I tell you, it was just the whole night was a whole lot of fun, and I want to thank everyone who came out. Too many to name, and but we'll do it again. We're working now. We're working on the next competition.
We know what the public wants.
We know what
and I've never seen such an emotional high there, and how they turned on some of them. I mean, I still have to laugh about Reggie. He looked like an absolute lock, right? And boy, did he fade quick.
Well, you know, he didn't have the technique.
I know.
He didn't have the technique. He was having trouble scooping and eating the spaghetti. And Sink, I mean, David, I mean, he had the technique down. But I tell you, the Pred Nation, coming out last night, they really
Mike Toole.
They were cool too.
We forgot Mike Toole. I think he came in third, right? I think he came in. Mike Toole was at the end.
Yeah, he came in
the Pred Nation,
right?
And the Pred Nation had 2 entries, and they said next time they want 3. But Mike Toole,
we'll do that.
Yeah, he did a great job. So you know, he wants us to call him O'Toole during St. Pat's Week. So Mike O'Toole when the beers open. And I told him we're not having any beer contest. Sorry, Mike.
All right, we got someone on the line who was there last night, and that would be our friend Tim. Tim, thank you for calling. Thanks for coming out last night.
It was terrific. It was terrific. And I was so impressed with those Pred heads, with their get-ups and their outfits and stuff. And
they had a banner and everything.
Full gear.
Yeah, full gear.
But you know what, Tim? They actually outperformed the Dog Pound. They have actual national competition for the best groups and everything. And you saw those masks that they have. You know, they were designed off of the Preds, but they designed it for like a UCF Pred head, Florida State, everything. They put a lot of money and time into this stuff.
Like flashing eyeballs and lights.
I mean, really unique.
Richard makes those. Richard
Grabe. Yep.
Yeah, he makes those, and as I said last night on the show, they make them for charitable causes and children and things, and I tell you, they are top quality, top-notch stuff.
But it was a great event. We enjoyed ourselves. Rachel was hilarious with her fork.
Oh, I know.
If that's what you can call it.
And the music was great, and there's only 46 days before the cruise.
That's right. And Tim, unfortunately, we didn't pull your name out of the hat, but
I'm still in the running.
Until we get someone who says that they'll take
Chris, he's holding you to that.
Well, the first fella couldn't go, and we're trying to contact the next person, and if she can't go, we'll draw another name. So
that's it.
All right. So until we get someone who says they can go.
But I want you to know that we truly enjoyed it. It was a very nice night.
Well, I want to thank you, and you brought your wife. It's Mary, right?
Mary Ann, yeah.
Yeah, Mary Ann. You brought your wife, Mary Ann, with you, and I want to thank you for that. And it was.
I have to. She has to drive.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. You're still hobbling a little bit. So.
Right.
All right. Well, take care of yourself, and we'll definitely be seeing you at least in 46 days, if not before.
Yep. You bet. Talk to you later.
All right. Thanks.
All right, so it was a whole lot of fun, and we will do it again. I guarantee you that.
David, now, would you ever consider entering this contest?
No,
I'm serious. You wouldn't?
No.
Because you still have some time left in your life. You know what I mean? You're not an elderly
He wants to hang on to it.
I considered inviting my son up from Sarasota.
How old is he?
He's 34. And I've actually seen him at 2 different eating contests.
Oh, okay. But he's a veteran.
And one was actually at Jacksonville football game.
Is that right?
At Jaguar, they had the big experience out there. They had this hamburger eating contest. And there were probably about 20 people out there.
Yeah.
And he whooped them down. There was not even close. Yeah. I mean, and he's like a 180-pound guy. He's 6'4", 180 pounds.
Oh, this is a beast. Well, that could have been big notoriety for you, Dave.
I think it could have.
You know, he could have wore your political message on his shirt, been rolled it down there, and been announced the winner.
That's right. I was down there a few months ago with seeing my grandkids, his children, and we went out to get some ice cream. Right, so I went in the ice cream store and local, right near their house. I look up on the wall. There's a picture of Eric, my son, Right on the wall. One ice cream eating.
Oh, you know what, Dave?
That's cute.
If he won the ice cream winning contest, this guy could be big. I mean, it's worth a night, We could maybe put him up in a hotel or something, Chris?
You know what? If you have another one of these, I'm going to make sure he's here for it.
Well, we're going to have another
Yeah, you tell him
It's
that,
just a matter
tell him
of
to start
when.
practicing again.
That's right. And by the way, folks, you can give us a call too at 407-774-8255. Nick Cicero is on the Battle Bridge, and Lucas Paris has the Pariscope up and running. You can go to Adversaries TV on YouTube, type in Pariscope, and not only can you see what we're up to tonight, but you can see what we were up to last night. And Lucas did a great job moving through the room, and you were doing some commentary too, weren't you?
Well, I had to do it for the internet feed. I mean,
That's right, yeah, because he was wandering the room.
Lucas got into it, man. This guy was looking at him, and he was trying to get a little sauce thrown at him to get like 3D.
What about you? I can hear.
wanted it high.
No, I wanted to eat.
Yeah, but over the din of all the noise, I hear McBath over there as he's calling it over the radio. I can't believe this! There's a major upset in the making here.
Many people predicted this wrong. We could never achieve what this guy is doing in the back.
Well, but it was a whole lot of fun. So once again, I want to thank you folks for coming out and joining us. And we had the whole 2 hours on the show last night because the Rays were off. They are playing tonight, so at 6:30 we'll go to the Rays pregame show. You can still listen to us, though, on AM660theanswer.com. You can watch us on Periscope, via Periscope on YouTube. And, of course, if you have downloaded the app into your phone or your smart device, you can listen that way as well. That's sort of the bad news. That's going to happen the rest of this week, including Sunday. We're going to get clipped on Sunday, but now on Sundays you can also listen to us on 1520 WBZW, the simulcast up there where the Rays aren't on that station. But that's the bad news. The good news is the season is over Sunday. Bad news for the Rays, they're not going to the post game, but good news for us, we will no longer, at least not until next season, if they pick the game up again, the ball games up again for the station. In other words, we'll be going a long time without having to worry about having our show clipped off by the Rays pregame show. So that will happen tonight, the rest of this week, but no longer after that, at least not until next baseball season. Stick with us. We'll be back with more.